Youcat, question number 262. What is necessary for a Christian sacramental marriage? A sacramental marriage has three necessary elements. 1. Free consent. 2. The affirmation of a lifelong exclusive union. 3. Openness to children. The most profound thing about a Christian marriage, however, is the couple's knowledge we are a living image of the love between Christ and the church. The requirement of unity and indissolubility is directed in the first place against polygamy, which Christianity views as a fundamental offense against charity and human rights. It is also directed against what could be called successive polygamy, a series of non binding love affairs that never arrive at one great irrevocable commitment. The requirement of marital fidelity entails a willingness to enter a lifelong union which excludes affairs outside the marriage. The requirement of openness to fertility means that the Christian married couple are willing to accept any children that God may send them. Couples who remain childless are called by God to become fruitful in some other way. A marriage in which one of these elements is excluded at the marriage ceremony is not valid. An open marriage is a marriage that has never entered into. Love is perfected in fidelity. Monogamy and polygamy. Mono means one, poly means many. Marriage to one person or marriage to several persons at once. Christianity forbids polygamy, which is also punished by the state as the crime of bigamy. Question number 263. Why is marriage indissoluble? Marriage is triply indissoluble. First, because the sense of love is mutual, self-giving without reservation. Second, because it is an image of God's unconditional faithfulness to His creation. And third, because it represents Christ's devotion to His church, even unto death on a cross. At a time when 50% of marriage in many places end in divorce, every marriage that lasts is a great sign, ultimately a sign for God. On this earth, where so much is relative, people ought to believe in God who alone is absolute. That is why everything that is not relative is so important. Someone who speaks the truth absolutely or is absolutely loyal. Absolute fidelity in marriage is not so much a human achievement as it is a testimony to the faithfulness of God, who is there even when we betray or forget Him in so many ways. To be married in the church means to rely more on God's help than on one's own resources of love. Michael Coist would say, someone who loves a neighbor allows him to be as he is, as he was, and as he will be. To love a person means to see him as God intended him. To love someone means to be the only one to see a miracle that is invisible to others. Letter of St. Paul to Ephesians chapter 5 verse 25 onwards would say, Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her, that he might sanctify her, having cleansed her by the washing of water with the word. Even so, husbands should love their wives as their own bodies. God bless you all.